And we're back. It's now time to go to Tom at the Resource Center.
And Tom, we can't wait to hear the latest advice out of Bruce.
Okay, well, good, because he's right here next to me, president and advisor here at the Resource Center, Bruce Porter.
Yeah.
Always good to see you, Bruce.
How are you?
I'm doing fine. Now, last time we spoke, last week, we talked about, well, 401ks.
Yeah.
And, okay, you know, common mistakes that people make. So you're going to do a little review, but we're going to go into part 2 now.
Yeah, so last week we talked about taking advantage of employer-funded contributions, and you need to do that if you are lucky enough to work for somebody that has a retirement plan.
Yeah.
Borrowing too much from your 401k, we cautioned you about that because if you ever cashed your 401k in or moved, that would be treated as a withdrawal. Ignoring 401k Roth options and other options that give you diversity.
Right.
You want to be careful with that. Trying to do your own rollover.
Yeah, don't do that.
You can get into some tax implications,
Yeah.
and I would recommend you talk to a professional about that. And then rushing the process, getting in a hurry to make decisions about your 401k retirement plan.
This was part 1. Now we're in part 2.
Part 2, here's number 6, and
Okay.
these aren't in any particular order. Not considering taxes or penalties. So when you go to make a withdrawal from your 401k, you need to consider those things because that can really be a huge number.
Yeah.
So just cashing out your 401k, well, if you're under 59 and a half, you're going to have a 10% penalty plus current tax, and all your other earned income is going to be taxed. Making an early withdrawal, that can be subject to that penalty as well.
Right.
And
there are rules and regs about that,
and that's
too.
right.
Yeah.
And if you're just leaving your employer and going to work somewhere else,
Mm-hmm.
you don't have to take your money out because it's all taxable
Right.
unless it's in a Roth. So you want to consider rollover options,
Okay.
right? Now, number 7, not knowing if you're vested or not. Now, employers, they give you free money. That's one of the big advantages of a 401k
Right.
is they're going to have conditions that you have to meet to get their matching contributions. You might have to work there a year. You might have to work there 5 years. Whatever their vesting requirements are, you want to be aware of what that is because that might help you make a decision on if you're going to stay for another year, if you're going to leave.
Sure.
Because you could leave a lot of money
But if
on
you're
the
going,
table.
right, but if you are going, it's free money, start taking advantage of that kind of offer.
Absolutely. If you put in 3%,
Yeah.
and you put in 3, and I'm willing to give you 3 if you'll do that, that's 100% return on your money.
Absolutely.
And so, and if you, Tom, will stay for 5 years, I'll let you have it all. That's vesting, all right? Number 8, vesting too heavily in company stock. We see that a lot locally. We've got a lot of popular companies
Sure.
around here that are doing quite well, but we have to caution people. You need to be diversified in your 401k. Don't be a victim. Don't be a passive investor. Stay in tune with how your 401k is allocated and what portions you have where. Now, a rule of thumb's 20% in your own company stock. But I get it. If the company stock's going through the roof, you have a tendency to be heavy there.
tempting.
And it's tempting, and people do it, and that's fine. But you've also got to be smart enough to know when to pull back and take
One
your
of
gain.
the oldest maxims out there is don't put all your eggs in one
basket. That's exactly right.
What do we got next?
Number 9, checking your balance every day. Don't do that. All you're going to do is lose sleep. You're going to be as bald as I'm getting and gray-headed and wrinkled and stressed out. It's going to create a lot of problems.
Yeah.
You need to consider your 401k is a long-term retirement planning strategy. So you have to have a game plan. Through thick or thin, you got to stick to that plan. You don't want to be adjusting and changing
Let it ride
all of
a
that.
little, yeah.
And then last but not least, not considering your retirement strategy. Your 401k, it's just one piece of your retirement plan. We've got Social Security, we've got other things that we're going to also have.
You know, it all boils down to that. Chat with a financial advisor. How do they find you? QR code right there.
Yep. 882-1800, or
right.
scan the QR code. We do our monthly workshops with Will Worsham. Come to one of those, get acquainted. Those are free workshops, all things estate planning and
And
financial
sometimes
stuff.
they even have cookies. Bruce,
Absolutely.
always
Good to see you. See you next week.
Back to you.
Thank you, Tom.